WMIX, on your radio at AM 940 and online at WMIXsports.com. Lady Rams Softball is presented by the official voice of the Lady Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Lady Rams Softball on WMIX is also sponsored in part by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the WMIX Sports mobile studios for Mount Vernon Lady Rams Softball. Lady Rams pregame show starts now.
And good afternoon from Williamson County. IHSA postseason has begun in high school softball. Class 3A regional semifinal action today between the number 1 Carbondale Terriers and the number 4 Mount Vernon Lady Rams. Chris Hugo with you for your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Danny Czerwinski will join us in just a moment. You're on AM 940 and online at WMIXsports.com. Here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame. Don't forget, big or small, Landers fixes them all. Ask about free detailing for the life of your car next time you have collision repair done at Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you your Central Christian Church batting orders here from Herrin. This is Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next rad weather. Warm and humid this afternoon with variable clouds, some thunderstorms around high 80. Following some thunderstorms tonight, cloudy and warm, low 64. Variable clouds with a shower or thunderstorm Wednesday, high 78. Tomorrow night, low 54. Thursday, clouds and sunshine for a high 70. And on Friday, mostly sunny, comfortable with a high 69. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
The Motor City reclaims its name with the 2013 Chrysler 200. Hi, Roy Schmidt Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. The Chrysler 200 has a great classy design. The lines and curves create a precise chisel profile. LED tail lamps eliminate attention to detail, and each Chrysler 200 wheel choice adds a different finishing touch to the vehicle's overall design. Right now, we are offering our own finishing touch with great incentives. Choose $3,000 in customer cash or choose 0% financing for 72 months. Wow! We have over 30 Chrysler 200s in stock, all having been awarded the IIHS Top Safety Pick. Browse our entire inventory at KingCityChrysler.com or come see one of our associates at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, and don't forget to find us on Facebook.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
This is Lady Rams Softball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside for your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Landers Collision Center's 1-888 Landers. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Of course, Lady Rams Softball today, postseason. Win and go on, lose and go home. Of course, 11-15, Lady Rams trying to get back to their winning ways. Of course, struggled against Salem to close out the regular season on Friday afternoon with a 4-1 loss. Meanwhile, Carbondale comes in, your South Pacific Conference co-champion with the Centralia Annies. Both teams went 9-1 in the conference. Of course, with the case with Carbondale, I believe 26-7 to finish up the regular season. Definitely on a hot streak, but definitely playing best softball at the right time for Kim Wheeler.
Well, that's kind of their MO this year. Of course, Mount Vernon's lost to them twice, so they're going to have to figure out a way to beat the Lady Rams 3 times. Sometimes that's harder than normal when you're familiar with other teams as much as these two teams are.
No doubt about that. 26-7 unofficially are the Carbondale Terriers. 11-15 were the Lady Rams. Carbondale swept the regular season matchup, and of course, Carbondale got a big win last year, upsetting the number 1 Lady Rams at the Marion Regional. Of course, for Mount Vernon today in your Central Christian Church batting order, Paige Clinton leads off at shortstop. Kelby Cuiava is at first base batting second. It's Hannah Wright, DP, designated player batting third. Haley Lockhart in the cleanup spot at second base. It'll be Summer Hobson in the left field batting fifth. Lauren Wilson's at center. She's batting sixth today for Lance Bolt. Mallory Garner's at third base batting seventh. Alexis Stewart's in right field batting eighth, while Rachel Wright, your catcher, the freshman, will bat ninth for the Lady Rams. Defensively for the Terriers, it's Lindsay Sears doing the pitching. Of course, finally a senior, Macy Wheeler, will do the catching. We'll tell you about the rest of the lineup as first pitch set to come. A little bit early today, but trying to get it in the front of any possible precipitation that may be in the forecast here in Williamson County. It'll come at about 4:18. The first pitch, the strike across the outside corner, says Ted Knapp. It's 0-1 to Clinton. Of course, defensively, Paige Bird out in left field, and Olivia Clark-Kettleson, a 4-year letter winner for Coach Wheeler, is out in center. McKenna Miller's in right. We'll meet the infield after the 0-1 pitch is missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Clinton to get his start. Of course, got underway at about 4:18 p.m., 12 minutes ahead of schedule here from the beautiful new complex in Herrin. Of course, I told you to meet the infield. I squandered that opportunity. As Clinton's going to whip, run into left. It'll get through the fence. Great base hitting there by Paige Clinton as she rounds first. And that one did get over the fence for a home run. So a leadoff home run for Paige Clinton. The Lady Rams take a 1-0 lead.
That's something to do if you're wanting to spring an upset here this afternoon. Jump on an 0-1 pitch. That's high, belt high, and hit it about 200 feet over the 195-foot mark out in left field. And the Lady Rams jump out on top 1-0. That's a good start for an upset-minded orange and black team.
That it is, and a horrible time to try to look down to find the Carbondale infield. Logan Bowlby, of course, at third base. Carly Williams at short. Sam Goodale's at second with Lauren Butler at first. The first pitch comes into Kelby K. This is low for ball. Starting lineup today brought to you by Central Christian Church. Log on to thenewcentral.com for service times, webcasts, and much more information. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as the 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner. Right there on the black of the plate to Kelby K. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. A 1-0 ball game. In case you just joined us, Paige Clinton leads off the game with a home run. Next one on the way. We'll miss low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cuiava. With Hannah right on deck here in the top of the first.
A little light and lead-off lightning got that third base dugout kind of fired up to our left.
Here comes soft tick round ball. Should be a problem for Bowlby at third. On the run, she'll make the throw. Good stop there by Lauren Butler. And that'll be your first down on the 5-3. Details thus far, again, got started about 4:18, 2 minutes into this one. Lady Rams already with a 1-0 lead on the bomb past the 195 sign, probably about 200 feet past the first fence here at Gillette Field in Herrin. Wow, that's a way to start it off. Hannah Wright batting over 400 to close out the regular season. Stands in against the tough Lindsay Sears, and she'll rip this one into center on the run. Clark Hiddleston, and that one's going to be past the Family Drug sign in center field. It's 2-0, Lady Rams.
Are you kidding me?
No.
2 bombs in the first inning for Lady Rams. Giddy up.
Of course, that's past what is actually 205 in straightaway center. 195 down the line here at this beautiful complex. And maybe what the Lady Rams need to do is just come to a nice facility like this and get the bats going.
It'd been nice to have runners on, but you can't complain about a 2-0 lead early on against the number 1 seed Terriers in this first game of the regional.
Maybe a little bit of payback from last year. Of course, it was Carbondale, I believe, the 4 seed last year. Lady Rams, as we recollect, were the 1. Disappointed in Marion, but maybe trying to get some vengeance here on the road at Herrin. Here comes the first pitch on the way to Haley Lockhart. That's going to miss low. It's a quick 1-0 count to Pop-Tart. Let's see what happens here in the top of the first. 2-0 ball game. 2 runs on 2 hits thus far. As we will have time called, they're going to talk it over at the circle. Of course, Coach Wheeler will make her way out. This break in the action is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Mount Vernon, 2339 Broadway, where customer service is their top priority. And this is going to be a fully staffed meeting here at the circle.
There is some rattling going on. I mean, there is definitely some rattling here right now for Carbondale. I mean, you got a number 1 seed that's handily beat Mount Vernon twice. And right now, for them, they're shook up. I think Coach Wheeler's kind of getting their heads back out of the clouds a little bit, saying, hey, guys, it could get worse here if you guys don't want to settle in and straighten up and focus on what's going on. I mean, this is a wake-up call. This wasn't a talk strategy. This wasn't a pitch-and-catcher thing. This was a gather your infield and talk some strategy and wake some people up. Not talk strategy, but wake people up.
Of course, Kim Wheeler won a regional at Alvarado back in '99, I believe it was, before taking the job at Carbondale. Saw what her team did last year in an 18-8 result at the sports complex in Marion. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. It's going to miss low, get dirty to Haley. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, but a 2-0 ball game. Home runs by Clinton and Hannah Wright have been the difference here against Lindsey Sears. Wheeler gets set inside corner, looking for the pitch from her battery mate. Here comes the pitch outside this time. It'll catch the corner, however. And the count evolves to 2-1 to Lockhart with Summer Hobson on deck here in the top of the first. Number 4, Lady Rams lead the number 1 Carbondale Terriers. Already saw an upset in the boys' regional yesterday. Of course, it's the Herrin regional. It was played at Marion. Here comes the pitch. The miss was low. 3-1. Of course, for the Tigers, you might have been concerned about maybe not even getting to play in their home new facility hosting their own regional, but they upset, at least on paper, Marion yesterday by a final of 9-8. Rams baseball tomorrow will have those Tigers here at Herrin. It's going to be ripped right up the middle off of the ground. Good base hit by Haley Lockhart, and that'll be a single.
You can tell right now Sears doesn't have her best stuff. Don't know what it is, don't know what's going on, but Sears right now is throwing a lot of beach balls up there, and Mount Vernon's getting some good swings at some pitches here early in the count.
Well, you remember last year at Marion, and I know I keep bringing that up, but you look last year, Carbondale got up in such a big lead as the first pitch to Hobbs is going to catch the outside corner for a strike. What I remember in that one is just a ridiculous, I was thinking like maybe 12-1, 12-2 lead. Lady Rams bats finally came alive late in that one. Then Carbondale scored again to take an 18-8 final. As the 0-1 comes, this one's going to be sent foul to the first base dugout. Quickly nothing into the Hobson. Lady Rams were able to come back and get some offense going, but you just kind of felt it when that game started last year that the Lady Rams didn't have their mojo, and that's kind of the impression you get from the Terriers here in the early going. Of course, still plenty of softball to be had. Top of the first, 2-0 ball game, a runner on and 1 out. As the 0-2 pitch misses well outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Summer Hobson with Lauren Wilson on deck. Beautiful facility. Told you you'd like it. I had no idea it was going to be this good. They did it the right way, of course. As the 0-1-2 will be fouled off, it stays the same. Of course, I'll leave my personal rants on how you should do things aside, but they've done a nice job here.
Their AD's underpaid.
Yes, he is. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, a runner on here in the top of the first. Pitch on the way, ground ball, first base side, rolls into foul territory. And we'll do the 1-2 again.
He's probably ordering a driver over there while in between. I'll bet he's not got the same driver.
Has treated us very well any time that we've come to Herrin. Of course, we appreciate that. And we are in the top of the first softball regional, IHSA Class 3A. Glad to be getting it in today. We'll tell you more about what we mean by that here. After Hobson, doing a great job of defending the plate, stays alive with a foul ball into the first base dugout or near it. It remains 1-2. Lady Rams softball, can't forget, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. The 1-2 in route, swung on a miss. He'll throw behind Lockhart at first base. She's back with a head first dive. That strikeout's going to sting here in the first. 2 away. And that'll bring in Lauren Wilson. But, of course, a lot of 1A and 2A sectionals not getting in today. Of course, Dwarville postponed. I believe they were having a doubleheader, I thought, today. Those are watched until tomorrow. Here comes the first pitch to Wilson across the outside corner. Nothing to 1. Odin has been pushed back a day. So Edwards County and Altamont will now play tomorrow. That means Wayne City and Oakville will now play on Thursday. Runner on, 2 outs, top 1. Lady Rams on top, 2-0 with Clinton and Wright home runs. So this is going to be a ground ball to short. Ooh, a misplay there by Williams. Picks it up, regains control, and fires to first. 6-3 retires the side with the runner stranded here in the top of the first inning, but 2 home runs seeds the Lady Rams on top. 2-0 Mount Vernon through 1/2. This is Mount Vernon softball powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
You've just got to see the new Chevy Sonic at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. The Sonic gets an estimated 40 miles per gallon on the highway. The Sonic features a 5-star safety rating. It's very affordable. Right now, you can get a rebate up to $1,000. And with a full factory warranty backed by a service department that is second to none, why buy used? Get your Chevy Sonic today at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
You're listening to Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back, Lady Rams Softball, WMIX and WMIXSports.com. A 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the first. Lady Rams on top. We need to meet the Terrier batting order, courtesy of Central Christian Church.
Macy Wheeler will lead off, followed by Lauren Butler and Olivia Clark-Kittleson. Logan Bowlby, followed by Sam Goodale, McKenna Miller, and then Paige Bird, Lindsay Sears, and Carly Williams for the Terriers at Carbondale High School.
There you go. Central Christian Church. Loving God and loving people. Don't forget you can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online at thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church, of course, loving God and loving people. It'll be Macy Wheeler, Lauren Butler, Olivia Clark-Kittleson, as you just heard, to start off the top of the first. We'll meet the Lady Rams defensively here in just a moment. As the freshman Haley Shelf gets set for the first pitch. Here it comes. That's a drop to the ground, bounce to the backstop. It'll be 1-0 to Wheeler. Of course, Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud sponsors of Lady Rams Softball on WMIX. Welcome back to Personal Banking. It's 5 Jefferson County branches in Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. The 1-0 pitch on the way, and this one's going to be fouled off. Just got underneath it, fouled over the first base dugout of the play, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to the senior Wheeler with Butler to follow.
Momentum could be had here. If you get out of the first inning, don't let Carbondale score and get to the dugout with a 2-0 lead. That would be a big start for the Lady Rams.
No kidding. Here comes. And this one's going to be ripped into left field. Hodgson's on the run. She will not have a chance, and just like that, Wheeler cuts it in half. On a home run over the left field wall. That one actually kind of snuck around the scoreboard somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So just like that, it's 2-1.
Big time.
That may be what we see today.
Quick wrist, got under the ball, flipped it up. The wind blowing that way, blowing out. And of course, the bats in softball much different than in baseball. The ball will travel a little bit. We've seen 3 home runs in almost 1 inning of play.
So it'll be up to Lauren Butler now with the bases empty. A 2-1 ball game. Left field shot for Macy Wheeler. Surprise, surprise. Here comes. It'll be a pitch up and away. 1-0 to Butler. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Check out the all-new 2013 Lincoln MKZ at Ford Square, online at fordsquare.com. A pitch inside corner catches. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lauren Butler. Number 1 Terriers trailing 2-1, but man, Wheeler made it look easy. This can be fouled off by Butler, making the run to grab it in foul territory is Kelby Cleava. That's going to be a good play for the first down.
Good start, gave up the bomb, but there wasn't anybody on. Of course, that helped out with Wheeler, but leading off like that.
So it'll be Olivia Clark-Kittleson, who is a 4-year letter winner for Kim Wheeler, as we told you earlier. Seems like she's been there forever. She'll see a first pitch across the outside corner, just off the plate, 1-0. Of course, I'm off to the right of the plate a little bit in what is a beautiful facility here at Herrin. Next one on the way, and that'll miss up and away. Quickly, 2 balls and no strikes to Clark-Kittleson with Logan Bowlby, the third baseman, on deck. Here from beautiful Herrin. Glad to have you with us. Beautiful day at the moment. Of course, WMIX Mount Vernon as we hit the bottom of the hour. Glad to have you with us worldwide at WMIXsports.com. The 2-0 catches the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike, bases empty, 1 out, bottom of the first. A 2-1 ball game. If you're just joining us, got started wisely at about 4:18. The next one in round's going to be fouled off to our right, and it'll even the count at 2-2. First chance of rain in the forecast, chance of thunderstorms. Of course, back at home, most of the nasty stuff's supposed to stay to our south. As the 2-2 comes, it's going to be inside. Good rip there. It's just in foul territory, and we'll do it again. Quick hands.
Well, quick wrists. Warm day. Everybody can swing today. Ball's going to carry a little bit. Everybody's getting some good rips this late in the year. Mount Vernon right now would like to get out of this inning with a 2-1 lead. Try to keep any sort of momentum they once had. 2-2 the count here on Clark-Kittleson. It'll miss outside. Try and get her to chase. The count works full in the bottom half of the first inning. 1 out, nobody on. Bowlby to follow. Goodale should the inning continue beyond that. Here comes the 2-2. Full count pitch. This is going to be in the right center field on the run. Will be Wilson to make the grab. That's a good play. Not a day to be a fly ball pitcher in this park. That ball's carrying anyway. I mean, it's a warm day. Wind blowing a little bit, the ball's going to carry a lot of places. Right now you see in softball here, you have a lot of hard-hit balls to the 3 of them that left the park.
Bottom half of the first, 2-1 ball game, 2 outs and nobody on. To the right-handed Logan Bowlby, the third baseman. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Holly Carroll back at our Mount Vernon studio. You can listen to archive broadcasts at WMIXsports.com, or if you want to stay up to date inside and outside the game, follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Pitch on the way to Bowlby is going to miss outside. Good vertical location on, just missed off the plate, 1-0. Beautiful day, though, all things considered. Crazy night of weather back home turned into a gorgeous Tuesday. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Looks like it caught the outside corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, tomorrow we're back here. Rams baseball against the Herrin Tigers, 4:15 your pregame. Not back here, but back over at the baseball facility. As this will be fouled off by Bowlby to even up the count. Make it 1-2. Different books will mess with your head. Had to get a brand new book out today. I like this one. Be that as it may, the count 1-2 on Bowlby. Pitch on the way for Shelf is going to miss up and away. 2-2. Whew. Humid day. Yeah. This is the Southern Illinois we all know and love.
Yeah, welcome to summer.
2-2 the count. Here comes the pitch, and this one's going to be across the outside corner. Lady Rams get out to the jam here in the bottom half. It's 2-1 Mount Vernon. This is Lady Rams Softball from WMIX Sports.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality, new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 32 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties. Honest deals and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. And you don't even have to leave your home to get credit approval. Call Second Chance Auto at 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. They know bad things can happen to good people. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Red Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Lady Rams on WMIX.
AM 940, WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We head to the top of the second. Lady Rams lead Carbondale 2-1 in a regional semi. As the first pitch to Mallory Garner, who leads off, is outside for ball. Alexis Stewart, Rachel Wright to follow. Here in the top of the second. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. 1 left aboard for the Lady Rams. 1 run on 1 hit. All the hits have been home runs today for both teams. Number 1, Carbondale. Number 4, Mount Vernon. A called strike across the plate. Should be 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the order here for the Lady Rams. Pitch is going to miss off of the plate into the opposing batter's box. 2 balls and a strike to Garner, who works back ahead.
Early on, you get the impression that Mount Vernon is going to be around in this one a lot longer than maybe Carbondale thought they were going to be.
2-1 count, and this one's going to be fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Garner. Cal could certainly use it. Lost 7-0 on the road at Carbondale. Got Haley Lockhart back on April the 30th. Lost 11-8. Lost in this same game last year. Of course, the Seeds were reversed by a score of 18-8 of Marion. Maybe a different side of Williamson County will be a little kinder as this pitch almost got away from the catcher. Wheeler. It's going to be a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Stewart on deck for the Lady Rams. Garner leads it off, a 2-1 ball game. All the runs came via the home run, all solo shots in the first inning. Next one comes inside. Sent the outs away by Garner. Good play by the second baseman, Goodale. And that'll be the first out.
And on the hands a little bit, couldn't get those arms extended, had to pull them in, and barrel the back got sold off at that point.
Instead of bringing the right fielder, Alexis Stewart, with nobody on, 1 out, top of the second, a 2-1 ball game. Of course, a bunt laid down almost perfectly. Finally, Goodale able to cover second base, or first base, and that's going to be a great play to get out the speedy Alexis Stewart.
That's an interesting mechanic.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right.
That's interesting. Izzy Tate making an appearance today.
Heard she was coming down.
Sneaking in right now.
Found out she was actually there Friday to watch the Lady Rams first season. Talk about that in just a second, as that's going to miss low and away. Ball 1 here to Rachel Wright, freshman catcher for the Lady Rams. Ended with an OVC championship appearance. I believe lost to Jacksonville State 2-0 in that one. Got a nice win in the semis. Is this going to be a wild pitch? It just got inside and got a little low, 2-0. She was named All-Region, I believe, the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association. Not a bad sophomore year down there at UT Martin. Skyhawks, I believe.
Sophomore jinx there.
Not at all.
Here to watch her high school team play here in this wonderful facility.
Lost count of how many South Southern Conference MVP she won. 2 outs, base is empty. Wright's going to get a can of corn here. Almost brought rain. Good play for the second baseman behind the bag. Good Dale. So, 1, 2, 3, down in order go the Lady Rams in the second. We're through 1.5. Still 2-1 Mount Vernon. This is Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
I always thought I knew the reasons why we chose the Medicine Shop here in Mount Vernon as our pharmacy. I mean, they're always so friendly and helpful, and the Medicine Shop is a full-service pharmacy. Then last week I'm talking to my sister and discovered the Medicine Shop offers complete compounding services, just like in the old days when pharmacists took the time to make unique prescriptions just for you. Compounding made it possible for my sister to get her hormone replacement product made right here, and I was able to get a topical cream for pain-filled as well. We were so glad we could get our compounded medications locally and talk face-to-face with the pharmacist. He told us that he works directly with our doctor to make sure we get just the right product for our needs. And the Medicine Shop can compound prescriptions in various forms: capsules, lozenges, creams, even flavored lollipops. Just when I thought I knew all the reasons why we chose the Medicine Shop, I found one more. Give pharmacist Eric Black a call today in Mount Vernon at 618-242-8776.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Lady Rams Softball on WMIX.
WMIX and WMIXSports.com, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Go see our friend Joe David Cummins for a commercial loan. Find out why they welcome you back to personal banking at Community First Bank. Find out more at ComFirstBank.net. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Here in the bottom of the second from Herrin IHSA Class 3A Regional Semifinal. The number 1, Carbondale Terriers trail the number 4 Lady Rams. 2-1. Good Dale, McKenna Miller, Paige Bird, 2 up for the Terrier lineup. Kind of a bit of a role reversal compared to last year. Hoping the Lady Rams, of course, you're a Mount Vernon fan, keep the momentum. First pitch of the innings can be fouled off. Dale was a little behind that one.
Last year on the other side of Williamson County was not pretty. It wasn't expected either, the way the result was.
Of course, facilities here in Williamson County, up and up. Of course, they instituted that sales tax a few years back, and 1% increase. This will be ripped through. Nope. There's Clinton to make a great play on the backhand. Throw won't be in time. It'll be an infield single for Sam Goodale. So 1 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the second. It's a 1% increase. I used to actually work down here whenever they implemented that. They would go to the schools to, basically for whatever they would need, and it's really worked out down here. Smart move for Marion, Johnson City, Carterville, and Herrin. Crab Orchard as well. Can't forget them. Easy to overlook Crab Orchard, of course, in the Greater Egyptian Conference. It's 1-0 here to McKenna Miller. Right fielder in the Terrier lineup with 1 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. 2-1, Lady Rams maybe with a surprise lead on paper. This will be torqued well, fouled on the left field line.
Wow. Turned on that one. In case of the hitter not being able to keep the hands back long enough to not turn on it and foul it off. A long, loud strike. Of course, our Tony Wells scoreboard updates will be severely limited today due to the weather. The DuPoint sectional still going on in Class 2A. As Miller gets a piece of this, lifts it into right field. On the run, the center fielder Wilson makes the play. 1 out. Fly balls today, you got to look and wonder because that ball is carrying. That ball wasn't very hard hit, and it went out about 3/4 of the way to the outfield. So, got to be careful today when you give up one in the air today. You don't know how far it's going to go. Amen to that.
Not quite the stiff winds we had last night rolling through the region, but more calm pace to the wind today. Here comes inside. That's going to be lifted foul by Bird. Ball's behind, nothing at 1. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the second inning. It's a 2-1 ball game. Lady Rams and Terriers, of course. Terriers are co-South 7 Conference champions with the Centralia Annies, who are back-to-back conference champs. Here comes. Ooh, a pitch that just misses. County itself 1 ball, 1 strike. How about the scoreboard? That's what I'm probably most impressed with. Anytime you can change the names of the mask on the scoreboard, that's something I love. As this one will be ripped into the left field. Hobbs still played off the hop. So 1 out single by Bird, puts 2 aboard for the Terrier.
Pitch is getting up on the zone right now, and that's what's leading a couple of these Carbondale Terrier hits that got in the second inning going a little bit better for them.
What to say about Tony Wilton State Farm? Tony is glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the Life State Farm Jeep around town. Here comes a pitch, torqued by the pitcher. Steers right to Summer Hobson. Can they double the runner off of first? Here comes the relay. And there it is. So a double play will get the Lady Rams out. And it'll go down at 7-4-3. 2-1 after 2. Mount Vernon on top. This is Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke earned his medical degree at the University of Illinois in Chicago and has degrees in anatomy and physiology from UC Berkeley, and he brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Back to Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back on AM 940 online at WMIXSports.com. As we head to the top of the third with the top of the order to up the Lady Rams. Paige Clinton, Kelby Kulava, and Hannah Wright to start it off for Lance Bolt's team, who has a 2-1 lead over the top seed Carbondale Terriers. So Sears gets set here for a third inning of work. Skies become overcast here in Herrin as the first pitch is a high strike. 0-1 here to Clinton, who hit a 1-1 pitch out of the yard. Back in the first to give the Lady Rams a 1-0 lead. Next one on the way, Clinton's going to go the opposite way over the first base dugout. Foul falls behind, 0-2 here in the third inning. We'll look for a Rin Lake College player of the game in this one. Save thousands on Rin Lake College. See which degree or certificate program is right for you at rlc.edu. 0-2 the count here. 2-1 ball game, top three. Clinton leads off. Waste pitch outside, 1-2. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Stay up to date in and out of the game. See what Sears works with here in the top of the third. Clinton's going to hit a ground ball to third. No problem for Bolby. She'll fire across. And pulling off of the bag was the first baseman, Butler. She did the splits, literally.
Yep, but she went back in to touch the bag. She was definitely off the bag on the E5. First error of the day on the Terriers. E5, even with the stretch.
Yeah, first baseman did all that she could. Of course, details are 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left aboard for Lady Rams. Bunt dropped down by Kuyava up the first base line. This is going to be a tough play for the catcher Wheeler from her knees. She'll make the grab, makes the play. And that was a great play there. Off of the bunt, good bunt defense.
Clinton gets sacked. Kuyava does. Clinton goes in the second. Turned hard around second base. Had to dive back in head first.
So a runner in scoring position now for Hannah Wright, who just saw one pitch but blasted it over the center field wall. Back in the top of the first. Been the difference thus far. 2-1 ball game. Top three. A runner on second, 1 out. Wright's ready to pound again as they're going to throw behind the runner. It's a ball outside. 1-0. All-Stars and Stitches, another of our 5 sponsors. Seabig Dave and the crew at All-Stars and Stitches, just west of Benton High School. Or call 435-5555. Banners, signs, promotional products, plaques, trophies, even apparel. All-Stars and Stitches. 1-0 pitch low in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes to Wright with Paige Clinton on. We're on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. You can find a local scoreboard nightly at WMIXSports.com, at least when there's local action. Stands to reason that would be a requisite. On a strike outside corner, 2-1.
Weather was going to play havoc today. A little rain, a little more rain coming too tonight. You see a lot of things get pushed back.
Yes, sirree. 2 balls and a strike to Hannah Wright, the sophomore. She'll take low. Looks like this just missed. It'll be 3-1. So Lockhart to follow, batting over .600 to close out the regular season. Came back from basically a knee injury that she suffered back on December the 5th in a basketball game against Centralia. It's a 3-1 hard hit off the foot of Bolby. It'll roll towards second. Won't be a play for Goodale. It'll be runners at first and third on good luck hitting by the Lady Rams.
A little single action, 4th hit of the day for the Rams. Mount Vernon right now has an opportunity to put some runs on the board.
That's something hoping to play on Saturday, of course. We'll find a way to be here as well on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Even if we have 2 games, we'll make it work. We always do. It'll be Lockhart with 2 on and 1 out. Runners are at the corners here in the top of the third, trying to extend this 2-1 lead over Carbondale. Pitch on the way. It's going to miss outside. It'll be 1-0 to Lockhart.
Struggle right now. Carbondale a little bit shell-shocked. Only down 2-1, and Mount Vernon running runs with runners again on base.
A 2-1 ball game. Another runner that close on third. Another one. As Lockhart will lift this one into center. Could be trouble. It's gone. A 3-run shot by Haley Lockhart makes it 5-1. Wow. Holy cow.
That ball dead center.
There was no doubt.
She's back. 3 RBIs, 5-1 Lady Rams.
Wow. Hello.
I mean, that ball was no doubt. I mean, that ball was out every softball park. The pitching change for Carbondale.
I'm still watching it fly. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on WMIX, online at WMIXsports.com, as we'll have a new Terrier pitcher as Kim Wheeler comes out to the circle. Of course, this action is presented by, this break in the action, I should say, the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon on 30. Thank you, Theodore. So the new pitcher will actually be Courtney Anders. Here for the Terriers. She'll place Sears in the lineup. We'll see if Sears should happen to stay in the game anywhere else. I don't believe she has secondary position. 5-1 score. Haley Lockhart, 3-run blast. Straightaway center field has been a difference in this one here in the third. She singled her last time. Was just off of it and was stranded, of course, back in that top of the first inning. But the Lady Rams have really pounded the ball here today.
Long ball. It's a home run. Who'd have thought that we'd come down here today and see 3 home runs? 4 total in the ball game.
I might have. So Anders will be your new pitcher. Assuming that's Courtney Anders. I had to copy the lineup card. Had a little bit of trouble with Coach Wheeler's handwriting today. Didn't get a chance to talk to her. Always a pleasure when we can. A great softball mind. Of course, we told you won a regional at El Verano back in the late 90s. Came to Carbondale and has been a fixture in the South 7 ever since. So Endel steps Summerhouse. Base is cleared with 1 out here in the top of the third. It's now a 5-1 game if you're just joining us. All Lady Ram runs on the homer. This will be a ground ball to second. Goodale will make the throw over to Butler at first base, and 4-3 will be your second out.
One thing about it, Mount Vernon's not getting cheated with any swings.
Well, they are. They're making the best of them. So to bring in Lauren Wilson, 2 outs, the base is empty. Top of the third, 5-1 ball game. It's all presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Say more about them throughout the broadcast. As the first pitch to Wilson will be low. It's on the plate, but low, 1-0. See what happens here. 2 outs in the top of the third. Lady Ram lead is now 5-1. A pitch from the outside corner, 1-0, becomes 1-1 quickly.
This is where some of Carbondale may be looking around themselves right now going, wow, what we have ourselves into here.
I think that's exactly right. 1-1 count here on Wilson, the center fielder. Takes outside, emerges to a 2-1 count. The batter gets ahead here. Sarah Staley is another of our fine sponsors. What you don't know or understand about your existing policies could end up hurting you and your family. With the right help from Country Financial, almost any family can achieve financial security. Develop a plan to meet your goals with your Country Financial representative of Mount Vernon, Sarah Staley. Foul ball down the third base line. Just snuck out a little early. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wilson.
Mount Vernon has not had a bad swing today. They are getting some rips in here.
That's all you can ask for. Play well at the right time. Finish up the regular season 11-15. Be start 0-0 here today, to borrow a tired cliche. 2-2 is going to be popped up. First base side, foul ground. Butler hugging the line will make the grab. So there goes the Lady Rams. If they had 3 more on the Haley Lockhart home run. Through 2.5, 5-1 Mount Vernon. This is Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
How do the best continue to get better? Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. We're no different than any team. When you're at the top of your game, the best want to play for you. That's why, with the addition of our new shop foreman and the rest of our body shop crew, Landers now has a combined experience of over 70 years in dealing with the best parts and repair finishes on the market. This means when you walk into Landers, you can breathe a little easier knowing that your vehicle will receive the best quality repair by the best certified technicians within a reasonable amount of time. Again and again, we work directly with most insurance companies and have loaners and rental vehicles on site for your convenience. We're proud to not only be the standard, but to keep raising the bar in collision repair. Come meet the staff, take a tour of our facilities, and get to know the Landers crew that Landers Collision has so proudly acquired. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Give us a call, 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Lady Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside us. We're going to see a new Lady Ram pitcher as Kelby Quiava will take over here in the bottom of the third. So Lady Rams with a 5-1 lead. Of course, home runs today from who else but Paige Clinton, Hannah Wright, and a 3-run blast by Haley Lockhart gave the Lady Rams a 5-1. So it'll be Alexis Stewart in at second base. Haley Lockhart will slide over to first with Micaiah Rush getting some action here in right field for the Lady Ram lineup. Those are your changes, and that should be it. As for Carbondale here in the home half of the inning, bottom of the third, it'll be 9-1-2 with Williams to start. Here comes the first pitch from Kelby. Looks like it's going to miss high, 1-0. How about a day for the Lady Rams? 5 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left aboard. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, 1 stranded for the Terriers. Yikes. Here comes another. That one will catch. It's a good high strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Williams. Second Chance Auto, another of our fine sponsors, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Proud supporters of the Rams and Lady Rams. I'll tell you about their credit approval over the phone, as this one is going to be sent the opposite way. Stewart will get underneath it at second, makes the grab. Credit approval over the phone at Second Chance Auto, 244-4582. Give them a call, get your credit approved without ever leaving your house. It's all at Second Chance Auto.
It'll be interesting to see how Lance Bolt handles the pitchers today, if he's going to go to a rotation basis, so many innings, what's going to happen here to try to keep Carbondale off balance here at the plate.
Well, doing what they can, and wow. Quiava, of course, we told you, takes over in the third. 2 pretty good innings, of course, from Haley Shelf. It's a first pitch strike to Wheeler, who sent a 1-1 pitch for the left field fencer last time for Carbondale's only offense. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Interesting delivery there, trying to slink it on the inside corner and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike to the senior Wheeler with Butler on deck here for Carbondale. The number 1 seed trails the number 4 seed 5-1 in the home half. Pitch on the way from Quiava. It's going to be fouled off first base side. Lockhart's going to give it chase. Unable to come up with it on the slide. It'll be 1-2. Don't want to mess with that knee out there. Set that. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Of course, they'll present Rams baseball tomorrow, presenting Lady Rams softball today on a pitch that misses outside. Evens things up to the catcher Wheeler, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Familiar faces in new places. Community First Bank continues to expand in Jefferson County to serve you better. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Welcome back to a foul ball. Good play there. Going foul territory by Mallory Garner.
Got that pitch in on Wheeler's hands. Couldn't do much with it. That's going to be the key. Day like today, you already seen 3 balls fly out of here. Gals are going to be swinging hard at it. Got to keep it in on the hands and not let the arms get extended.
2-2, Kevin. Ground ball to third. Garner, a nice play. Makes the throw down to first, and there's your 5-3 for the second out. And that's going to be key. Kelby, as we've seen in our coverage this year and in years past, a good ground ball pitcher. Shelton tends to give up the fly ball, but Kelby's great with the ground ball.
Picking and grinning is Mallory Garner down there at third base.
How great of a play was that? And with 2 outs and empty bases, Butler stands in for a first pitch strike from Kelby. 0-1.
Nice. The longer that Mount Vernon leads, the more they're going to believe they can win this game.
And more that they can believe they can win this regional. Popped up left side. Clinton escapes the infield into the grass and makes a great play. 1, 2, 3 go the Terriers in the third. Through 3, it's 5-1 Lady Rams. This is Mount Vernon Softball presented by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
You're listening to Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
5 runs on what is being credited as 4 hits for the Lady Rams. 1 run on 3 hits for the Carbondale Terriers. So Mount Vernon on top 5-1. And we, here in the top of the 4th, will actually see Summer Karch get that bat. In place of Garner. So Lady Rams trying to play the hot hand here in a 5-1 ball game. We'll say more. Scores from around the area in just a moment. The first pitch will bounce around from Anders for ball 1. Of course, Tony Wilt brings you our scoreboard updates at the Duke Point Saxonville today. After 2, Nashville with a 1-0 lead over West Frankfort. Our scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, see Tony in his office. Look for him online at TonyWilt.com or watch for the white State Farm Jeep around town. As the 1-0 misses outside, 2 balls, no strikes. A Carbondale team that has ended the Lady Rams season early on a couple of occasions in the past 4 years. Try not to suffer the same fate at the hands of the Lady Rams. 5-1 ball game, nobody on, nobody out as Karch leads it off, and she'll take a pitch low for 3-0. Summer, of course, back here in the King City after a couple of years at Mater Dei. Suffered an injury against her former foes, I believe, on April the 12th. Back, getting a pinch hit here today, here in the top of the 4th inning. The pitch outside on 3-0 becomes 3-1. Outside corner fastball. If you're the pitcher for Carbondale right now, you keep it at 5-1. You cannot let it get any more than that. No, you cannot, as we near the top of the 5 o'clock hour here in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, FordSquare.com. Find them on Facebook. The 3-1, ground ball, foul territory down the first baseline. And the count is quickly full here to Summer Karch.
Colby, should say the first baseman, Butler, made a great, pretty good play over there. Big old Mitch he's got on there, because probably she did touch that ball.
So full count. Karch leads it off here in the inning, bottom of the order, 2 up. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Anders going to deflect. The second will go to Goodale. Great play. I don't know that Anders actually touched it with her head, but she did. So there you go, 1-4-3.
Went off of her. That slowed it down just enough for the second baseman to slide across in Goodale and make the play as a 1-4-3 putout.
And here we go. 5-1 ball game. 1 out, nobody on for Alexis Stewart. Stands in and takes a first pitch strike. Ball's behind, 0-1. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. See Debbie and Marion Dix, one of the 5 Jefferson County branches of Community First Bank. And welcome back to personal banking. Ripped to the second baseman, so Stewart finds the glove of Goodale, and that'll be the second out, 4-3.
And you can see ground balls are more prevalent from this relief pitcher for Carbondale than from the starter.
That'll bring in Rachel Wright. 2 outs. Bases are empty here in the 4th. Lady Rams trying to keep the offensive mojo flowing. 5 runs, all on homers thus far. Of course, Carbondale's one run came on a homer by Wheeler to lead off the first. Now it's 0-1 here to Rachel Wright, the freshman. Wow, what a day. Of course, we'll look for a Herrin Lake College player of the game. Going to be tough with all the offense. As the 0-1 will be ripped into center. This shouldn't be a problem for the center fielder, Clark Hiddleston. She'll make the grab. Down in order go the Lady Rams in the 4th. We're through 3.5. Still 5-1 Mount Vernon. This is Lady Rams Softball from WMIX Sports.
The Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon would like to announce the grand opening of a custom compounding lab located right next door. What is compounding, you ask? Well, quite simply, it's working with your doctor to solve problems. Have you ever had an infant who couldn't keep antibiotics down? Compounding is formulating that drug into a suppository. Problem solved. Have you ever been nauseous and unable to take tablets? We can compound that anti-nausea drug into a cream you simply apply to the skin. Problem solved. Worried about side effects or risks associated with oral pain medication or hormone therapy? We can compound pain medications or hormone meds into a topical cream that will avoid most, if not all, of the risks and side effects. Problem solved. These are just a small sampling of our ability to better serve our patients. It's another way we at the Medicine Shop stand out from the competition. Give the staff at the Medicine Shop a call today.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Lady Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Herrin, a beautiful new complex here at Gillette Field. Kelby Guiab has done a wonderful job for the Lady Rams in her first inning of work. Set down Carbondale in order 1-2-3 for the first time today. It'll be Clark Hiddleston, Logan Volby, and Sam Goodale here. 3, 4, and 5 in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Here comes the first offering. This one's going to be a ground ball into foul territory as Mallory Garner comes back in, reinserted into the Lady Ram lineup. Wow. Of course, Rin Lake College Play of the Game will come your way in our post-game show. Save thousands on your college education at Rin Lake College. See which degree or certificate program is right for you at RLC.edu. 0-1 to Olivia Clark Kittleson here. Number 1, Carbondale, looking like anything but at this point, having some issues, but this one will be lifted to the left center on the run. Hobson, nobody will be able to catch up, but it'll be Wilson to get at the base of the fence. It'll be a double for Clark Kittleson, and it'll lead off capacity here in the home half of the fourth.
That ball was in on the hands and jet streamed its way out there to the fence. Boy, that ball was not hit very well to go that far.
So if the Lady Rams win here today, it's a championship matchup on Saturday at 11 o'clock against the winner of the host Herrin Tigers in the Marion Lady Wildcats. First pitch ball, pardon me, to Logan Bowlby. It was low. 1 ball, no strikes. The runner on second, so an RBI chance for the Carbondale third baseman here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We're in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler Center, your Jeep headquarters in Southern Illinois at 1603 Broadway. See all the new 2014s rolling in online at kingcitychrysler.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX Mount Vernon, top of the hour, worldwide at WMIXsports.com. As the 2-0, he gets 3-0 on a pitch that misses.
Don't want to walk people on. You want to make them hit, make them earn their way, use your defense. Don't give them free passes.
See if they can get the ground ball. Runner on second, nobody out in the Carbondale half of the fourth, and that's going to be a walk to put 2 aboard. How you want?
No, the first 2 batters get on like that. That's not what Mount Vernon wants at this point of the 4-run lead.
Not what you want at all. 1 run on 4 hits, 1 error, 1 left aboard for the Terriers. 5 runs, 3 hits, no errors. I believe 1 left on for the Lady Rams. So 1-0 count here on the batter. Goodale will take it inside and low again. So after a successful third inning, the fourth seems to be rather tumultuous for Kelby Kuava on the hill, or in the circle. 2 on and nobody out. 2-0 count on the batter, and this one's going to catch for a strike somehow. 2-1. Goodale tried to bunt her way. Tried to sack the runners over. Boy, it's good to feel the humidity back after 20-degree weather in March. 2-1 coming. This one's going to be ripped foul down the left field line.
Ball in on her hand. She actually had to pull a hand off in order to swing at that, pull the top hand out of the way.
So the count emerges as 2-2. 2 on and nobody out. The bottom half of the fourth. Tying run on deck for the Terriers, who trail 5-1. And a semifinal with the number 1 Carbondale and number 4 Mount Vernon. Pitch on the way. It's going to be set. Foul. It'll go behind us. It'll roll off the back. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Rams, meanwhile, have the Herrin Tigers on baseball tomorrow. Catch that right here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. 4:15 your pregame right here. As the 2-2 pitch will miss high, and it's full count. That's not where you want to be.
No, not at this point. 5-1 lead, throw strikes, and let them hit it. Don't let them take pitches.
Look out, here it comes. A 2 on and nobody out. That's going to miss well low, and that'll walk the bases loaded here in the fourth. Tying run comes to the plate. McKenna Miller. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's the problem. You can let people hit, but you don't want to walk people and let them do it that way.
So Miller will dig in, the right fielder here for the Terriers. Bases are loaded, nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. Represents a tying run on a pitch. It's going to miss inside. She tried to come across the plate. Problem was she was low, and it's going to be 1 ball and no strikes to Miller, who flew out to center last time.
Lance Pohl will make a visit to the circle with the infielder, catcher, and pitcher.
This conversation appears courtesy of the Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Mount Vernon, 2339 Broadway, where customer service is their top priority. So Lance will have a chat with Kelby in the infield. Kim Wheeler will have a chat with her runners and her batter. And her on deck. Not where you want to be for the Lady Rams right now at the tying run at the plate.
No, like I said, as a pitcher with a 4-run lead, you got to throw some strikes. You don't want them to walk people on, and then these walks, if anybody gets hits and stuff, obviously extra runners get on and get in the score.
We're on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. We're trying to get you some score updates. Last check, Nashville led West Frankfort after 2 in the Duke Owen 2A sectional. That being on the softball side as a 1-0 ball game. Here comes the second pitch, I should say, to Miller. Misses high, and it's 2-0. That scoreboard out there is presented by Tony Wilkes, State Farm Insurance. Look for him online, find him in his office, or better yet, seek out that white State Farm Jeep around town and get you a better state. That's 2-0, misses for 3-0. And the rough is jumping around on Cuyaba. And the plot thickens. The 3-0 count with the bases juiced here in the fourth, and this one's going to catch the plate for 3-1. How obligatory as it may have been. Needs to just keep throwing strikes. Or start throwing strikes, as the case may be. Got her first strike and a bit here. Here comes, swung and a miss. So there you go. That's a favor done. Somewhat slow there. And McKenna Miller swings and misses. Count is full with the bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom half of the fourth. It's a 5-1 game with a tying run at the dish, and this one's going to be popped foul. Left side, Garner's going to give chase at foul territory and unable to make the grab. It'll go as a foul ball. Boy, that's a tough one to take there. You give an extra out. That's the fourth out. Now you got to get this inning to just 3. Count is full. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the fourth. Tying run at the plate is McKenna Miller. The lead runner at third got on via the double. This one's going to be ripped inside the back. That'll be a fair ball to the wall. Here comes one run in the score. Here comes the second. It's now 5-3. They're going to wave in the second runner. Here we go. 3 runs across the plate as Goodale comes, and it makes it a 5-4 ball game on the 3 RBI double by McKenna Miller. And we said, look out. Miller, being the Mount Vernon killer, did it again there with that 3 RBI double. And now Carbondale back to within this one of 5-4. The walks have haunted the Lady Rams here in the fourth. Eek. So now in steps Paige Bird, who fouls one off of her foot, it would appear, and it's 0-1. So as we said, the plot thickens. Tying run on second base, nobody out in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Back here, we hope, weather permitting, for baseball tomorrow. Beautiful facilities at Herrin. Making the move off of Bandyville Road. Pitch on the way is going to be sent down to foul territory. It's a good grab by Garner. And that'll be an 0-2 count here on Bird. Your thought? Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. Bottom of the fourth inning, 5-4 ball game against Carbondale. Threatening, tying run on second, nobody out. Bird takes it in the dirt. That's going to get past the catcher. The third base will go Miller. She's going to hold up. That's probably a wise decision. Yeah. Nobody out. Now, Lance Bolt pasted down there in the dugout, and that pass wild pitch advanced the base. And all this done so far with no out. Now, Vernon's been unable to rack one up here, and we knew it was not going to be as easy to have started out for the Lady Rams today. 1-2, here it comes. This one's going to be lifted in the left. That is shading foul. That'll be a loud as heck strike. That had home run distance as well. Yes, it did. 1-2 it remains. Paige Bird with McKenna Miller on third, who had a 3 RBI double to make it a 5-4 ball game here in a softball regional semifinal at Herrin. Making the jump up to 3A this year, getting the host, and we see why. Both the softball and baseball regional. The 1-2 comes, and maybe it doesn't. That's 2-2. Change up, didn't get up high enough. You'll have that. Say about Sarah Staley here in just a moment, because tomorrow's the day that anything can happen. You need to be ready. Pitch is going to be ripped through the left side. This is a tie ball game on the RBI by Paige Bird. And the Terriers begin to fly high, taking a bite out of the Lady Rams, tied it up at 5. Momentum has swung to the Carbondale Terriers now. Big inning, 4 runs, and still nobody out. Of course, when you meet with Sarah Staley at Country Financial Mount Vernon, you get a one-on-one relationship and a plan to meet your goals. Country Financial, what's your idea of financial security? There's one of our great booster sponsors here on Rams and Lady Rams Athletics. And to see up 5-1, you get home runs, of course, from Clinton and Wright in the top of the first. You get a 3-run blast, of course, from Haley back in the fourth to make it 5-1. And now 4 runs across the plate here in the bottom of the fourth with nobody out and a runner on first. The new Lady Ram pitcher is going to be, I believe, Hannah Wright. Time for a change. Time for a change here is Mount Vernon struggling a little bit. Cuyaba will go back to first base. Mount Vernon needs a stopgap on this right now. In a big way, of course. The new Lady Ram pitcher. We had a break in the action. It's brought to you by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. For customer service is their top priority. 2339 Broadway. We're going to see him do Carbondale. No, we're not. Williams is taking some practice. That's maybe a courtesy runner. Oh, thought I heard Scally's name announced. Well, who knows? So Hannah Wright will be your new Lady Ram pitcher as it stands now. Should the run cross the plate for Carbondale that was allowed by Cuyaba, she would stand to take the decision in the loss column. As of right now, if Hannah Wright can shut it down, it would be a no decision.
That gets one of these Sears off the seat, too.
Uh-huh.
She can't lose it. She can't win it. She's just off the hook.
Unreal. That's the way it goes sometimes. So,
yep, high school softball. With teenagers involved, you never know what's going to happen.
Amen to that. Christy Scally will be your pinch hitter here in the bottom of the fourth. Go ahead and run on first base, a 5-5 ball game. If you're just joining us, Carbondale scored 4 of the 5 here, the bottom of the fourth to tie it. And it'll be a first pitch strike, 0-1. So Hannah Wright making an appearance in the circle for the first time in quite a while after injury. Has had some back troubles this season. Fires a fastball pass, and it's 0-2. Of course, problem here is she can't pitch long relief. And quickly, it's 0-2. Scally, she will rip this one foul down the right field line. Rush will go to get it. Run down the Lady Ram lineup again. It's left field. It's Summer Hobson. Out in center, it's Lauren Wilson. Micaiah Rush is in right. First to third, it's Kelby Cuyaba. Haley Lockhart, Paige Clinton, Mallory Garner behind the plate. Actually, our battery's little sister get up here, Rachel and Hannah Wright. Catcher to pitcher, respectively. Here comes the 0-2 pitch again. Good. The pitch is swing. It's going to be in the right field. And that is a good stop by Micaiah Rush up the line, using that speed to get there, and that'll be limited to a single.
Yeah, and right now, Carbondale is finding its niche. And there's not a lot Mount Vernon can do with it right now. Simple hitting. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits an inning with 2 walks. Have led to 4 runs already, and there are still nobody out for Carbondale. Or the Terriers, I should say. Courtesy runner should come in, or I don't know, not courtesy runner.
But we'll see. 5-5 ball game with 2 on and nobody out in the Terrier half of the fourth inning. Bottom half is the number 1 seed. Of course, we do have a score update. We'll get to that a little bit later. Remind you, Lady Rams Softball, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. So Wright gets set in the circle. Here comes the first pitch to Williams. She's going to drop down a bunt foul. It'll be 0-1. That one rolled right back.
Wright didn't get the bat out. Had it in a good angle. Just didn't quite get out in front of the plate.
2 on. Nobody out for the Terriers. Bottom half of the fourth, they've tied it. 3 RBI double by McKenna Miller, who came in to score on the RBI single by Bird. Now you have Bird on second, Scally on first, or at least Scally's courtesy runner. Pinch runner. Oh, representing the pitcher spot. Who knows? That's where it gets confusing at times, as Williams has an 0-2 count on the swinging strike. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside, ready for the pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball to third. Garner just has to step on the back. She'll do that. We'll have a play anywhere else, but the important thing is you get the lead runner on the 5 unassisted.
Well, that's important fielder's choice. That will help out the cause a little bit.
Go back to the top of the Carbondale lineup with Wheeler, who is 1 of 2 today. Of course, at one time represented the lone Seedale offense with a home run, but since then, Carbondale's come back to tie it. Wheeler stands in. Takes a look at a pitch up and away for ball 1.
Now it's rolled over to the top of the order. You got to be really careful now at this point.
Amen to that. 2 on, 1 out here in the fourth. Carbondale's still threatening with an RBI chance. Here's the pitch on the way to Wheeler. She will line this one. Foul territory, right field line. And Micaiah Rush, whom I could not see, made a great catch.
Great catch by Micaiah down that right field line to figure out where foul territory was with the fence. Went in and made the catch. Runner from second goes to third on the sac fly.
That was a great job by Jackson to make the run down to third base.
So knew Rush was going away toward the first base line fence, so she knew she could get from second and third without runners to throw.
Runners at the corners for Butler. This pitch is going to get away on a bunt attempt, and sliding across is Jackson for a 6-5 Carbondale lead.
Pass ball hit right off the mitt, bounced off, and Carbondale now in the lead after trailing 5-1.
1-0 count, 2 outs for Butler with a runner on second. So they go, or actually the insurance run is now in scoring position here for the Dogs. Second Chance Auto, a fine sponsor of Rams Athletics. I'll tell you about them after the 1-0. It'll catch the outside corner, 2 balls, no strikes. Second Chance Auto, you can get your credit approved right over the phone. 244-4582, that number again, 244-4582. Second Chance Auto, proud supporter of Rams Athletics with the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10K in one location. That's Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. 2-1 the count. Here on the batter, Butler. Insurance run on second. She'll show bunt, pull back. Wright has some trouble finding it to third base. We'll go to the runner.
Wheels kind of falling off.
Yep.
But Mount Vernon's still in. It's only down 1 run. So you got to think, man, we've hit 3 home runs, we're getting beat. That's the mental thing of it.
3-1 offering on the way. Butler's going to pop it up left side. Garner and Clinton. Clinton will call off Garner and makes the grab. Damage done here in the 4th. The Terriers score 5 to take a 6-5 lead. This is Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality, new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 32 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties. Honest deals at bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. And you don't even have to leave your home to get credit approval. Call Second Chance Auto at 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. They know bad things can happen to good people. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Lady Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Herrin. The Lady Rams trail Carbondale now by a score of 6-5 here, IHSA Class 3A Regional Semifinal. For the Lady Rams, will be the top of the order due up here in the 5th. Paige Clinton, Kelby Guava, and Hannah Wright. Here comes a pitch across the plate on the way. As Goodale now your pitcher for the Carbondale Terriers. So 0-1 to start off the 5th inning. Here comes one in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice crowd on hand.
Very good crowd here. Not sure how many paid thus far. As the 1-1 will be lifted high, still in the infield. Might have to call somebody off.
Until that second baseman get lost on the shortstop. Go back on the other side of the field where you belong. Give an old cats in the infield, the shortstop, get back over there.
I think you give the old stiff arm at that point.
You kind of got to make the catch, and then you just politely say, excuse me, you're over on my side, you're not calling me off, I'm shortstop.
Shortstop, of course, Williams made a fine grab there for the first out. That brings in Kelby Kay, and she'll foul it off for 0-1. Now, if you're the Lady Rams, you're playing from behind after having a comfortable 4-run lead, which is not comfortable on a day like this. But now you have that sense of urgency, but unfortunately you don't want to be over-aggressive at the plate.
You're down to...
and a tough play as this one's ripped right into the glove of the third baseman. That is a great play by Logan Volpe.
Yep, ready, reaction time, smoke hit. Great play.
Second chance, outbound. Ridley College, your sponsor of the player of the game. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. We'll have that player of the game award in our post-game show as Wright will rip one foul for 0-1. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, meanwhile, are driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. See the all-new 2013 Ford F-150. Truck of the year for however many years running now. Find them online at FordSquare.com. Pitch across the plate, 0-2.
And Goodale in here right now. She's in a nice little groove here during this inning of work.
No balls, 2 strikes to Wright. Base is empty, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Lady Rams trailing 6-5 after leading 5-1. And this is going to be a pitch off the plate. Good waste that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good waste. Wasn't a strike. Just to see if the batter would chase. And basically see if the umpire would call it. Neither happened.
So Goodale gets set. Here comes the pitch from Sam. This one's going to be popped up sky high left side. Volpe gets chase. Has to catch a Wheeler. That'll slip out of play, and we'll do it again. All-Stars and Stitch is another of our booster sponsors. You can find them just west of Benton High School or call 435-5555. Of course, they do our banners and signs here at WMIX Sports. They even do apparel. See Big Dave and the crew or call 435-5555, or the easy way is dial 4 and 3 and then 5 until somebody picks up the phone. Out of balls. That's never good. Let's see what happens here on the old 1-2 from Goodale to Wright. This one's going to be sent into Wright. Shouldn't be a problem for McKenna Miller on the run after a backtrack. Took a good angle. 1-2-3, go to the Lady Rams again here in the fifth. They trail 6-5. This is Mount Vernon Softball from WMIX Sports.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview and Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals.
Pekin Insurance.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next red weather. Warm and humid this afternoon with variable clouds, some thunderstorms around high 80. Following some thunderstorms tonight, cloudy and warm, low 64. Variable clouds with a shower or thunderstorm Wednesday, high 78. Tomorrow night, low 54. Thursday, clouds and sunshine for a high 70. And on Friday, mostly sunny, comfortable with a high 69. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Lady Rams Softball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back to Herrin IHSA Girls Softball Class 3A Regional Semifinal between the number 1 Carbondale Terriers and the number 4 Mount Vernon Lady Rams. Carbondale on top 6-5 as we enter the home half of the fifth to do up for the Terriers. As I need to get my book back up, that would help. Looks like it'll be 3, 4, and 5 due up with Olivia Clark-Hiddleston, Logan Bowlby, and Sam Goodale, barring any changes to Kim Wheeler's lineup. Enjoying the music here from Herrin. It was great before the game. It's stellar now. Stuff. Get up here in the bottom of the fifth, stretching inning. See, told you about that, so I need to tell you about this, that, and the other. Lady Rams Softball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Tell you more about them throughout the broadcast and the rest of the season. First pitch of the inning from Hannah Wright will catch the outside corner.
Well, after Carbondale batted around last inning in the fourth, you need a 1-2-3 and get back in the dugout with 6 chances left to go for the Lady Rams at the plate.
Amen to that. This game an hour and 7 minutes old. Is this going to be plopped into right center field? Wilson able to get there. Almost had it. And that'll be a leadoff single for Clark Hiddleston, who is now 2 of 3.
Tried the shoestring catch. Wasn't available that time.
All righty. We're near the bottom of the hour. WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. As Bowlby showed bunt, pulled back. Like the pitch missile low. It'll be 1 ball, no strikes here to Bowlby. Goodale on deck here for Carbondale. Looking to advance to Saturday's regional championship game with a 6-5 lead. We'll play the winner of Marion and Herrin. Odd to see a regional without the Annies of Centralia, huh? But such is the life with the waiver thingy, the multiplier waiver. Of course, that leveled up the classes and the even distribution from a year ago. See teams bump up. Herrin Tigers, of course, one of them. Let's see what happens on the 2-0 to Bowlby. Pitch on the way is going to miss low. 3-0. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you can't give any more freebies and things like that. You've got to throw strikes at this point.
Coach's score actually deleted the conversation. That's what I'm trying to find. A 3-0 pitch across for a strike. After 3.5 at DuQuoin, the Nashville Lady... I did not. The Nashville Hornets 4, the West Frankfort Redbirds nothing. Nashville tried to appear in yet another sectional championship game. 3-1 pitch on the way to Bowlby is going to catch the outside corner, 3-2, full count.
Not one to hurt feelings. It's going Nashville Matzek on Saturday. Just want to let everybody know.
Well, if they were listening to the Saturday Sports Show Case of Vincent, they would have heard it back then. Yeah, what a dandy that hopefully will be. Of course, Matzek's like 32-0-1 or something to that effect now.
Well, what do we got? Oh, do we see lightning? Oh, no, they didn't. We just saw lightning. Yeah. Yep, they just saw lightning at 5:27. So we'll take 30 minutes. We will have a delay, of course. 5:27 is the time of the lightning delay. We will enter a delay here in Herrin. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. And, Danny, you hate to have this happen in the postseason. You will have to try to wait it out as long as you can, however. It's not going to be much of a wait. There's a lot of rain coming this way up from SEMO, and unfortunately, it had to be a streak of lightning or thunder. I'm not seeing it because the weather's coming in from behind us. So, unfortunately for that, it is going to be a delay, and we'll do it for 30 minutes. There has to be no lightning or thunder till 5:57. And, of course, every time there is a bolt and or a thunder, it'll restart the clock. No doubt about that. So, at 5:27, the earliest we can possibly see action again would now be 5:57. However, every bolt of lightning they see, every flash of thunder they hear, will set that clock back to the 30-minute start. So, Lady Rams Softball, of course, has been presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. We will eventually take a break ourselves, but Lady Rams, Danny, of course, had a 5-1 lead heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. Carbondale gets 5 runs unanswered, take a 6-5 lead, and that is not exactly what you want to have happen at this point. No, it is a tough way to go. They'll have to play it out. There will be no suspension of games, but weather delay, and we'll sit in for a while.
That we will. Of course, that means we're going to send you back to some of America's best music. We'll let our engineer know at the station we're taking over at the moment. But we will send it back to America's best music, let you hear some of your favorite hits, and we'll call back when it's time to take the air. This is America's Best Music, WMIX.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Lady Rams Softball on WMIX and online at WMIXsports.com. Lady Rams Softball has been presented by the official voice of the Lady Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Lady Rams Softball on WMIX is also sponsored in part by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. Your home for news, talk, sports, and America's best music, WMIX. Find archived broadcasts of Rams baseball at WMIXsports.com.